2 bagels into the toaster. At this time of day, maybe 4.5 hours. That'll work. Is there a car rental place around there, do you know? That'd be open on a Saturday morning? What for? Well, Noah's going to need a car. Noah looked at me. What, are you leaving me there? My trial starts on Monday. You're doing it? Cardozo and I looked at each other. He understood. To Noah, I said, I can't just not show up. I'm lead counsel, only counsel. She's got no one else. But can't you at least postpone it? Cardozo shook his head. It doesn't work that way, I said. Cardozo explained. If we postpone trials every time a lawyer got threatened. What? This happens? People threaten you guys like this? No, Cardozo said reassuringly, buttering one of the bagels. Not that often. But if we postponed trials when they did, it would happen a whole lot more. I drove all morning, stopping outside Columbia to get Noah $500 from an ATM, then in Asheville to get groceries and rented a car. We pulled up outside the cabin around 11. It was perched at the top of a steep road with a view down over the rolling blue hills. We went in and I got him and Swatter situated. It looked like they had everything they would need. I bent down and petted the dog. Back outside, as I was leaving, I said, you take care of yourself. He just looked at me for a second. Then he nodded, not saying anything, and held out his hand to shake. In his clenched mouth and big blue eyes, I could see a flash of him when he was 6 or 8 years old, and scared and being brave. I grabbed him around the shoulders and pulled him in for a hug. He waved from the porch as I drove away. Chapter 29. Monday, September 21st, 2020. At 8:30 a.m., jury selection began. Due to COVID, the 50 prospective jurors were divided into groups of 10, with most of them in different rooms connected to us by video link and 10 sitting in the courtroom with us, widely spaced across the jury box and the spectator seats. Terry and I were side by side at the defense table with our laptops, and everybody was wearing masks. There were no spectators, and there weren't going to be. That was the only reason I was able to stay calm. If outsiders had been allowed, like they were before the pandemic, then every time I heard the courtroom door open, I'd wonder if it was one of Dupree's men coming for me. We'd been assigned Judge Calhoun. He did voir dire himself, reading the jurors the questions Ruiz and I had submitted. Had they heard anything about this case? Did they know any of the people involved? 8 jurors were dismissed for obvious conflicts, as was a mother who brought her breastfed infant to court due to lack of childcare. The next to be dismissed were 6 young women who'd followed Veronica or Simone on social media. On our laptops, Terry and I texted back and forth about which jurors to use our preemptory challenges on. I wanted a racial mix to reduce the impact of conscious or unconscious racism. There were not, unfortunately, many black people in today's pool. But there were quite a few women, and I wanted them. I was going to throw both Austin and Sean under the bus if I had to, so I needed folks who knew in their bones that a perfectly nice-seeming white boy could be dangerous behind closed doors. And because of the syringe found in Simone's van, we needed to somehow figure out which of